Hello, good morning. I'm back again. My name is Merel. I'm a kinesiologist, trainer, and author. And I'm doing a series that's called Transcending the Ego Mind. This is video number 2, and it's about anger and frustration and criticism and judging and forgiveness. You must know, when we look at the 5 elements, which is a traditional Chinese system, it is about 5,000 years old, maybe older. The wood element, which contains gallbladder and liver, is the feeding element of the heart. So the heart is part of the fire element. So you need the wood to make the fire. The fire is about loving, joy, following your heart, living your passions. But when you are angry or pissed or criticizing or judging, you are actually blocking the wood and you cannot get to love. So today we will be working on that part of the ego. These days our anger is being fed. So it's actually being fed by our fear, because the water element is before wood. So if there's water, it's watering the plants, watering the wood, so it's making more anger. And we need to break this circle, because it's not serving us. It's keeping us in low realms of energy and emotions, and what you send out is what you attract. So we get more of this, and if we want to change it, we change it first in our own lives and our own systems. You cannot change another. You do change another by changing yourself, because what you send out, you get back. Law of attraction. So today we are going to do a kinesiology balance. It's a group balance, because it's not only me, it's all the people watching now and watching in the future. And it will be working for us now, and it will be working for the people that will be watching later. And so it's a group balance, and it's a long distance balance. Since I'm alone in this room now, well, not really alone, of course, there are many energies here helping me doing a wonderful video. So thank you again for your time and your interest and your longing to feel better and overcome this ego feeling, because it really doesn't feel nice. In my posts of Movimento, I talk very often about Dr. Hawkins, David Hawkins. You can find many videos of him on the internet, on YouTube. And he has written many books. One of them is Power versus Force, and he talks about the levels, or the level of consciousness. And it's a scale from 0 to 1000. All points below 200 are against life, so they're making you sicker or going versus death. And above the 200, we are going to a joyous life, a wonderful life, a loving life, a prosperous life, a successful life. When we are in anger and in fear, we are in points below the 200. And if I check now for the group watching, I will do this before I have done my pre-tests. The energy, the level of consciousness in the group right now is less than 100, more than 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. So we're actually on neutrality, could be going either way. If we look at the consciousness level of all people in the world, and you must know you are not like most people in the world, because you're watching this video. So the consciousness level at this moment is more than 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50. So you guys are actually 50 points up. 1 point up is 1 times 10 up. So 50 times that up. So it's a lot more than just 50 up. And I think we can go a lot higher. You will see this. If I say it correctly, 500 is love, 600 is joy, 700 and up is enlightenment. And you don't have to need to become enlightened this life, but it's a very good idea to let go of anger and of fear and go to neutrality. And today I've been working with clients in the practice here, and I was able to give the advice to all of them to smile more. When you smile, you make happiness hormones and endorphins. So it kills your pain and you feel much more relaxed, and you can go into rest and repair. Every night when I go to bed and I feel I have not smiled enough that day, or not have laughed enough that day, I will look for my favorite actor and comedian, and I will watch a sketch on YouTube. And of course I need to laugh, so I'll fall asleep with a laugh on my face. This is good because it's positive hormones, it's relaxation. So at night my immune system can kick in, my body can repair its cells, I can rejuvenate and have a lot of energy when I wake up in the morning. So try this at home. It's not dangerous. It's better than watching the news. You can check for yourself. If you like testing, you can do it with muscle testing, but you can also do it just by feeling how you feel. How do you feel after 5 minutes of watching the news? And how do you feel after 5 minutes when you've watched your favorite comedian? So this is a nice one. We are now going to do a kinesiology balance. So I'm going to start again with checking the muscles, because I need to be able to trust my muscle tests. So this is a strong test. This works well. Like I told you yesterday, if you want to know more about this, just follow a course, Touch for Health, Brain Gym, Stress Release, or you can, if you're Dutch, you can buy my trainings on selfanizer.com. .nl. They're not in English yet. Sorry, guys. If there are many people asking for it, I will do them in English as well. This was good. So we're going to check the verbal. Strong. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Perfect. Meridian. Good. Switching. Good. Eyes. Water. Water's off. Please drink more water. Water's off in every video, so please drink more water every day. Very good. Yes. That's good. And let's see this one. Okay, so we show a massive reversal. The sentences that belong to this mode are I want to lead a happy life, which is strong. I want to lead a healthy life, which goes down. I want to be ill. I want to die. Okay, so when the energy is very low, below the 200, you do not want to be healthy. You don't care. You couldn't care. Actually, being ill is a nice way of not having to participate in life. You can still get money and don't have to go to work. Maybe you get attention where normally you would not accept help or attention. So there are in our programs, how we're programmed, quite some advantages of being ill. I remember, for example, my father was always working, never at home, but when I was ill, he would be at home at 5. He would have dinner with us, and he used to bring me, I don't know what you call them, little tabloids for children, so I could read strips. And so I got attention. So it was actually quite nice to be ill, because then he would be nice and sweet for me, and he would be present. So maybe you have a memory like that as well. Okay, we're going to do some tapping here, because we want to change this programming. You know, I've told you before, your programming is what you send out, so what you get back. So if I or we as a group are programmed to not care about our health, but to actually want to be ill or want to die, we are going to attract that. So think if you want to tap with me. If you want to keep on wanting to be ill or wanting to die, don't tap, because otherwise you don't get it. So we're going to tap here. You have a line here, you have a line there. This is small intestine 3, and it's a point you can use to confuse the brain and put in new information. So you actually are programming your mind again. So we're going to say, I love and accept myself. I respect myself, and I think myself worthy when I want to be ill or even die. And I love and accept myself. I respect myself, and I think myself worthy when I want to be healthy. And I want to be fit and strong and energetic and feel flexible and powerful and sleep wonderfully and digest well and have a good immune system and trust my immune system. When you feel this was for you, this sentence, do the 2 sentences 3 times a day. And when you feel rotten, you do it more times. Do it for at least 3 weeks. I am now going to do it only once. So when I test, this now feels strong, and this one goes down, and this is strong again. And when I say I want to lead a healthy life, it is strong. And I want to be ill, it goes down. And I want to die, no, not yet. Okay, this already did a lot to our points. Take care, watch this. So we were at 200. We are now, after this correction, at 210, 20, 30, 40, 50. Wonderful. Okay, so there's been going on a lot of anger in the world. There's a big polarization. It's groups against each other. And if you look at the news, you can see that this is actually being fed. So when we judge ourselves or judge another, we are doing the same thing as the news is doing. So when you see someone in the street and you think they have a stupid coat, which is a little thing, you're actually judging. Why would you think anything about anybody else's coat or bottom or haircut or way of talking or color or gender? Why would you judge? The ego judges because it likes to know who is in the group of the friends and who are the enemies. And the group of the friends you can kind of relax and feel safe, and all the others you have to keep out. But by doing this, only this thought already gives the vibration of fighting and anger and not liking the other or not liking yourself. There are many people who are very bad to themselves and very unkind, very unloving, very unkind to their bodies, and they might even create autoimmune illnesses because they're so themselves. They're counter their own selves. This vibration creates war, and this is not what we want. And you can go into the streets with papers and cloths, I don't know what you call them, spandoeken, to say I want peace, or I want health, or I want my liberty, or whatever. But if you still have a war going on inside you, you need to start there, because whatever you feel, you radiate and you get it back. And you can say, yes, Merel, but how can you say this? There's so much injustice. Mm-hmm. I have eyes, I can see. And I don't want to look there. I just watch, where am I still critical to myself? Where am I critical to others? Where do I have an opinion? Where can I be more loving? Where can I be more forgiving? So we're actually, for this group now, going to have a look what emotions are blocked. This comes from a course called Stress Release. This is Stress Release 3. I'm going to test the alarm points, and the first one that pops up, that one we're going to tap. So for the anger we feel and the criticism we express to ourselves and to others, and the irritations and not being able to forgive, we're going to look for that. So I'm going to touch my alarm points. And gallbladder. Yes, gallbladder is wood. It has to do with anger, and it has to do with, sorry, I'm starting the correction already. And it has to do with bitterness. And actually making choices. So we can choose now to forgive ourselves and others. We're going to tap. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't have my book here. I think it's here. Yes, we start here. Tap in front of the ears, or tap your second toe, of the second toe from the little toes in. So it's your fourth toe, or the second from coming from outside. You don't really have to think about anything. Just tapping the over energy out of the meridian will already calm it down. Actually, what we're tapping now is a blocked empathy thing. It's people that cry at funerals of people they have never known, or when watching Bambi or other very sad movies. Okay, good. So feel already the difference. I'm going to do the alarm points again, and I'm here now at the large intestine, which ends here close to your nose, and we're going to tap as well. It has to do with grief and with letting go of things and taking in your own space. And when we have too much of this, so we had grief and we didn't express it, then it becomes more and more and more, and it presses on the wood element, and then we get a blocked sense of anger. It was actually sadness that turned into anger. I remember this from being a child. My father didn't like me crying, but he didn't mind me being angry, so I could throw things or kick the door. But don't cry. Don't be a girl, don't cry. So some people just were trained never to cry, but just to be angry. And we're deblocking this now. Very well. For the group, I'm going to do the alarm points again. Kidney. We're going to tap here. It's underneath the collarbone. And this is kidney meridian, has to do with fear of failing, fear of not being good enough, sweet enough, nice enough. So you're actually tiptoeing, doing your best to be the best one you can be. But in this way you're creating a lot of water and you're killing the fire. So you're killing the love and the joy and the fun. Very good. Let me check another round. I think we're there. Yes, we're done. we're done, we're done. Okay, so now sense for yourself if you still feel anger or frustration or that you need to forgive. We're going to do some forgiveness practice here. We're going to tap on the right side below our breast, and here is the liver. It's quite a big area, it's a very big organ. It's below your ribs. You can just go bits back and forth. And we're going to say, I love and accept myself. I respect myself and I think myself worthy. Even if I judge, even if I am critical, even if I have an opinion about things, even if I'm irritated or angry. And I love and accept myself, respect myself, and I think myself worthy when I let go of all criticism and anger and irritation. And I forgive myself for having criticized and having been angry and resentful and maybe jealous, or I let go of all of that and I forgive me. I forgive me and I forgive others. And I forgive all politicians. I forgive all leaders. I forgive people that are not being kind. I forgive people that try to polarize the world. I forgive everything that is not loving. Very good. You might now feel a lot lighter and less angry and like you've cleansed. So we're going to look at our consciousness level again. So we were at 250, and for this whole group we are now at, we are over 300, yes, 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 350, yes, very good. Is there anything we do today? No, this is enough for today. So yesterday's video was about fear, anxiety. Today's video was about anger and frustration. And you can watch the video as many times as you like. You can even put it very softly and fall asleep with it. You just go in the flow. Even if you don't do anything, you just go in the flow of the balance and you'll be balanced and you'll fall asleep very nicely without being angry. The other tip was, of course, watch your favorite comedian and laugh, because that's the other side of being angry. So you can either forgive or you can start laughing. Life is supposed to be fun. I hope you like this, and maybe you can like it beneath our comment, how your feelings changed, and maybe you want to share it with other people. If you feel you want to work on yourself a little bit more, I have written 6 books, and they are for sale on selfanizer.com in English and selfanizer.nl in Dutch, and they will all help you raise your vibe, let go of blocked emotions, and create the life you want to lead. So I wish you a wonderful day. See you soon.